the last word on the Epstein files you'll ever need to hear. Now, there's going to be more videos, don't worry. But I did want to repeat my classic jokes. I don't think there are better jokes than this yet about the Epstein file scandal. But one of them is Pam Bondi and the IDF and the Timu KGB FBI all investigated themselves thoroughly and determined that there are no Epstein files. Pam Bondi never even had a desk. There is no Pam Bondi. You're a cover up. And then the other joke is, which is fun to say in Trump's voice, um, why does anyone care about Epstein anymore anyway? He's swimming with Osama now, around their private island, an island to which I would like to return. So anyway, we should return Trump to that island, or to any island, or to Alcatraz. So since he's such a fan of that. But yeah, Trump's now saying it's a Biden concocted scheme, that Obama wrote the Epstein files or something and made it all up about him or something like that, which is kind of classic for him. But Jordan Klepper from The Daily Show had a good point about that. If they made up this damning evidence against Trump, why didn't they use it? Why didn't they ever show it to us? And that suggests an even bigger point. Why didn't Biden release these files to begin with? Why wasn't there this much of an outcry for Biden to release them at the time? No real excuses there, but just we can be fairly certain they exist by the way Trump's by the way it's shifting all MAGA world back and forth to try to deny this lie or try to keep up with Trump's next turn of this lie. Of course, we know that they're lying either then or now, or they have to be lying, and they're caught in it. So all the influencers and minions, I guess maybe it was Charlie Kirk was the one saying that he's never going to let this go. And he was rallying the crowd at when their Turning Point meeting or something. We've seen a lot of clips of that. But then saying that now the ball's in their hand. Now he's going to leave it up to the government and the ball's in their hand. Well, balls in their hand is a weird Freudian slip to begin with, because balls in their court is the phrase. And I guess they're just afraid of court. But yeah, balls in their hand really gets back to kind of the original subject matter of this investigation, what this evidence is all about. And it might be damning to, Democrats, or I think you can kind of tell who it's damning to based on who's trying to hush up the story. The media, the big media conglomerates are trying to move along and finding every which way to move along, including getting these influencers to just all of a sudden eat crow. But I think the minions, the Trump-ootineers, the MAGA crowd, the base, aren't going to let it go, and they're going to turn on all the influencers who have turned on them for Trump. Ultimately, it seems like it's the hardest thing for them to do, to turn on Trump. Like, they're willing to throw their fake God under the bus, their God who did nothing. They're willing to blame that God for the floods before they'll blame Trump, showing Trump is above their God, and all their gods are fake. But they will turn against Trump. Some of them will turn against Trump, and some of them will gain all the momentum and attention of the rest of them that want to turn against Trump but don't have a leader to do so. And by being that leader, I don't think it's going to be Dan Bongino, no matter how much he, poised that is if he was going to play that role. But anyway, they made their choice, but they can hopefully choose America again instead. They can betray Trump and Putin and Epstein and all the evil that they all represent and they all continue to do, and they can come back to America. So welcome back to being Americans, ex-MAGA, ex-Trump-Mutineers. Nice to have you back. Let's stop the bad guys. Thank you.